Welcome back everyone, 𝘱𝘰𝘯𝘺𝘭𝘭𝘺 here, and in today's video, I'm doing a reaction video. That's right, today I'm going to be going over Macy Stephan'S video, how much I make with 50,000 subscribers. If you don't know Macy Stephan'S, previously her channel was called Stephan'S Smiles. I've actually been subscribed to her since she had under 10K subscribers. She's also known as Stephan'S girlfriend, but she makes a lot of really great videos actually, and I always enjoy her content. So I'm gonna be watching this video for the first time and responding, and I'm super interested to see what her channel with 50,000 subscribers makes in comparison to my little itty bitty channel that is under 20,000 subscribers. She definitely has taken the approach of doing more money-oriented things in terms of finance. We can see here revealing her entire $120,000 stock portfolio, and she is playing the game correctly because we know that YouTubers that do finance-related videos definitely are some of the top earners. I'm gonna be honest, I completely ditched my other channel to start a finance-related channel for two main reasons. One, I love finance, I love making money, and I love financial freedom and sharing my experiences with you guys. And number two, I knew that I could monetize it way easier, and after 1 year, that is exactly what happened. All right, let's watch it. How much she makes with 50,000 subscribers.
A few months ago, I hit 50,000 subscribers on this channel, and today I'm going to be revealing to you how much I make from my YouTube channel.
First of all, congratulations. I know how much work goes into YouTube. And although she is Stephan'S girlfriend, that doesn't take anything away from the fact that she still has to put in the time and effort to make videos. And by watching most of her videos, she absolutely takes a lot of time on each and every video.
The last time I did this video was actually in May of last year, so pretty much exactly a year ago. So I'm really excited to get into it. So let's just do that. Currently for my channel, there are a few different types of revenue streams: Google Adsense, affiliates, sponsorships, memberships, merch, Cameo, and super thanks.
So just to let you guys know, I don't do Cameo. I obviously get Google Adsense. I don't do memberships. I'm not really sure what super thanks is, but I should probably look into it. Shoot, I should know every single way to monetize a YouTube channel. I mean, I do call myself 𝘱𝘰𝘯𝘺𝑚onetize. I definitely know what it's like to have sponsorships. I have sponsors on my channel as well. I also make a good portion of my income from affiliates, but I have never done merch. So far it looks like I have something to learn.
For fun, I'm gonna reverse order this and go with what I make the least from to the most, because I don't know. Super thanks. So I think this is something actually really new on YouTube. If I recall correctly, it was actually only introduced last month. Since the majority of my viewers are on mobile, turn your phone upright, and where you see the like button, scroll over a little bit, you'll see a heart with a money sign inside that's labeled thanks, and that is super thanks. How it works is very similar to super chat if you were live, where you can donate directly to the content creator, and then your message will pop up in that special little banner, except for this is a replayed video, so it will show up in the comment section instead of the live feed.
Okay, cool. So it looks like I have something new to learn. I don't feel that bad anymore since it was only released about a month ago, this whole thanks situation, but I might be implementing that shortly. I just got to look into it a little bit better.
You know what I mean. Since this is a new feature and I literally just enabled it, I have made $0 from it. But if you are a channel that is monetized, this is another income stream that you can have.
So it looks like this has to be on the whole mobile platform, because where she mentioned it here, I'm obviously on a desktop. I do not see that option available.
YouTube. Merch. Merch is one of those weird things where either you make absolutely nothing off of it, or you make a boatload of money, and there's virtually no in between. From talking to a lot of content creators, I've definitely noticed that merch sales don't really have a crazy amount to do with like the size of your channel, and more just on your audience. I mean, obviously the size of your channel is going to impact it, but it depends on really who your audience is if you're going to be making a lot. For example,
I have never introduced merch. I've thought about it on my first channel, but I got feedback. I kind of did like a tester, and I ordered some sample things, got some feedback in the comments, and people were like, no, absolutely not. So I did not go through the trouble on my first channel. I've never thought about it here on my second channel. I would have to take into consideration that 90% of my audience is male. So I'm not really sure how I would appeal to the male audience. Maybe if you have some ideas, go and put them down below in the comments. But that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to merch. I rather put my time and energy into other things than merch at this time, but that could always change in the future. I've always thought that, I probably need about 100,000 subscribers to make merch make sense, but I'm very far away from that.
I know both me, Kevin, and Graham actually have merch stores, but they don't do anything with it and they don't talk about it because they make virtually nothing off of it. Meet Kevin has, well over 1 million, and Graham is on his way to 4 million, and they make pretty much nothing from merch sales.
Okay, so that's kind of good to know. I feel like I'm not really missing out on this opportunity, because if these people have millions of subscribers and they also probably have majority male audience, then I don't think I'm missing out much here. I think I'm going to pass on merch at this time. Thanks for giving me some behind the scenes information, Macy.
On the other hand, I've spoken to content creators that are just over 100,000 in other niches, and they make a killing off of it. So I've only made $7.42 in merch over the last 6 months, which averages out to $1.23 per month. So, I'm not mad at it. I would rather have that extra $1.23. For me personally, isn't a great source of income, but I think that's also my fault. Why?
So I may consider doing something Bitcoin related, because obviously we got a lot of long-term hodlers in the house, but that's the thing, is I have to take the time to design something, or I could hire someone to design things. Honestly, I have so much opportunity right in front of me. The thought of merch is just like far off into the distance.
It doesn't do as well. Cameo. I think this is the best for getting them to. I would say for me with Cameo, I'm kind of in the same boat as with merch, because I never mentioned I have a Cameo. Again, with this one, I just really think it depends on your audience, whether you're gonna do well on Cameo or not. For those of you who don't know what Cameo is, pretty much there are like a whole bunch of influencers and then also mainstream celebrities on there, and you can request a video from them for money, and it could be anything from like a happy birthday grandma to I'm so sorry your girlfriend dumped you. I was making a lot more when I first got on Cameo because I kept mentioning it. Like the merch, I haven't been mentioning it that much, so I usually only get about 1 per month. So I've been averaging about $6.23 from Cameo per month, because while my booking price is $10, there are fees taken, membership, YouTube.
So when it comes to the whole Cameo idea, I rather replace that with calls. So I did calls like last year, and I was charging $75 for 30 minutes, and I had actually a decent amount of people sign up. And even though the Cameo thing would probably maybe only take like 10 to 20 minutes, I mean, you got to read what they want you to do. You have to film it, maybe do some edits. It could actually take longer than 30 minutes. So it doesn't sound like her Cameo is more than $75. So for me, Cameo really wouldn't make sense. I'd rather replace the time I would spend trying to build up Cameo and do calls instead, or do Zoom calls, because I think that's just more mutually beneficial for both me and my subscribers. So Cameo doesn't really seem like the right option for me.
YouTube offers memberships that are similar to Patreon when Patreon was still a pretty big player in the scene. Currently, I don't have a lot of offerings on my memberships. They do get an exclusive question submission for every hot seat interview / Q&A I do. They also get access to occasional exclusive content uploads, and they also get priority comment replies and a little badge next to their name when they comment. The offerings are the exact same across each tier, so I just kind of wanted to let people pay what they felt like paying for that if they wanted to support additionally. Due to the fact that this is a membership, I actually pretty much make the same amount per month. It can fluctuate a little. Typically, I make about $63 per month from channel memberships.
So there's one reason why I have not decided to do something like Patreon, and that's mostly because of the fact that I rather spend the time that I would use for Patreon, because I still have under 20,000 subscribers, and just make my videos better. So for me, I'm more thinking about the long term of the growth versus dollars. And so that's why I rather spend my time creating more content, maybe making my videos better, than spending time on Patreon, because you have to give kind of more dedicated attention. And for me, I find that to be a little bit more exhausting and a little bit more time oriented. So I'm not quite there yet, but I am still kind of sort of interested in taking the approach, running an experiment of doing something on OnlyFans that is not adult content. Everyone thinks that OnlyFans is only adult content, but that's not the case. I could do Monday through Friday Bitcoin price reviews. The odds of it being successful, I don't think are that great, but running an experiment and documenting it, I think that's where the fun would take place.
So that covers my whole entire phone bill. Affiliates. So this is definitely the income stream I lose the track of the most, because in order to figure out how much I'm making from affiliates, I have to go across multiple platforms and add it up. So how affiliates work is that a brand reaches out to you and gives you a custom link, and then they pay you a certain amount per each sign up. This can be in different like levels or tiers. On average, I make $102 per month from affiliates sponsorship.
So when it comes to affiliates, well, I guess you can maybe consider the referral situation. Thank goodness when it comes to the brands that I mentioned that are finance related, their referral programs are extremely generous. We have Celsius for $50, right? We have BlockFi for between $30 and $40, depending on whether you have a credit card or not. You know, when it comes to crypto related, finance related referral programs, affiliate programs, they're super generous. So that's what's really awesome when it comes to taking that route of more financially focused videos.
Sponsorships are kind of similar to an affiliate, but instead of getting paid every single time someone signs up, you just get a flat rate. A brand will reach out to you and they will pretty much pay for an ad slot within the video, and the creator, well, that would be me in this case, makes a customized ad for the video. Since the worries of a looming recession has been coming, there definitely has been a big dip off in the rate that sponsors will pay, and then also just the amount of companies that are reaching out to sponsor videos right now. A lot of content creators, including myself, have definitely noticed this going on. Even so, I'm making pretty good money with sponsorships. I usually take on like 1 to 2 a month. Typically, I've been averaging about like $600 to $700 a month, which...
This is shocking, but not in a good way. I would have expected her sponsorships to be at least $2,000 to $5,000 a month. When I started this video, I thought there was actually a possibility that she was making up to $10,000 a month. This is the thing though, I didn't get that number from watching all of her videos and seeing how many sponsorships she has, or taking even into consideration how many people are watching her videos or how often she talks about sponsors. That's just strictly from how many subscribers that she actually has. I anticipated that she would be paid between $1,000 to $2,000 per sponsored video. And I take that into consideration just based off of the sponsorship opportunities that have been directed towards me. So that number is shocking to me. I anticipate it to be way higher. Honestly, I wonder if there's a possibility if she got some sort of a manager, they would be able to like negotiate and make better deals, because that's surprising. And it's even more surprising because obviously she has someone like Graham that she can talk to about all of this stuff, and he can give really sound advice on years and years of experience in the YouTube space.
Google Adsense. All right, so if you're paying attention from the beginning, you would know that this is actually the last item on the list. Google AdSense is the ads that you say playing in the beginning, middle, and end.
All right, I am excited for this because this is the highest amount of income that she has from her YouTube channel. So for me, my actually YouTube AdSense is like 4th on my list in order. Sponsorships 1 and affiliates 2. So the dynamic of our channel and the way it earns money is very different.
The same ads that you have been seeing during this video. Or if you have, I'll be honest here and say I've been pretty bad about being consistent with my uploads, but even still I'm making pretty decent money with AdSense, averaging about $1,070 per month. So in total from YouTube, I'm making about $1,843 from my YouTube channel as a channel with 50,000 subscribers.
This is shocking, and I think the opportunity can easily be done to 3 to 4x that per month. I am shocked by this number. I anticipate it to be so much higher, and I'm just going based off of my channel with under 20,000 subscribers and what my current monthly income is from YouTube.
As I've started doing personal training and a few other endeavors, YouTube has definitely kind of become more of a side hustle for me than...
Okay, so this is making sense, right? She's focusing her time and energy on other things. Honestly, I haven't looked at like her frequency of posting lately, so that could have a huge aspect to do with it. And so I'm wondering if she wasn't getting the momentum and traction that she had anticipated in terms of being able to monetize her YouTube channel. So she kind of took a focus on other things like personal training. But to me, that's crazy, because when I am like tired and I don't want to make videos, like I think of Stephan and I think of Meet Kevin, and I'm like, I want to get to the earning level of those guys. But when you have one of those guys like in your proximity all the time and you're actually seeing that success, maybe the problem is that Stephan doesn't really earn much money and he kind of lives like he's poor. And so she probably just unfortunately has gotten it confused in her mind. Like, being a YouTuber, you live a life of like someone who's kind of sort of poor, because that's kind of the example that she has. I don't know. Does that even make sense? I'm just trying to figure this situation out, because it is not anything that I actually had anticipated.
My main gig. Right now, YouTube still makes up like 55 to 60% of my income, but I've only been doing the personal training and the other endeavors for 2 months, and it's been rapidly growing. So I definitely have been focusing more of my time there. I definitely think that for something that I've now been treating like more of a side hustle, it is making a great amount of money, and I'm very grateful to have this income. And I know this income is only possible because of you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and back it up here. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out the logistics here, because this is crazy to me. I think that Macy's channel is just honestly really good, and I think that she should be earning way more money. So first of all, go subscribe. I actually really like her content, but you can see here that and she actually does post somewhat consistently, right? So in the last 3 weeks, she's gotten 6 videos up, which is pretty aggressive, I would say. And she has great thumbnails, and so she should be making way more money from her YouTube channel. This is crazy, first of all, because of her quality of content and how many subscribers she has. But the crazier part about it, is that Stephan is your boyfriend. And is he just maybe so busy with his channel and his thing that he's not giving enough guidance? Because I don't know, just with the experiences that I personally have, I have not reached out to one single sponsor, and sponsors have become such a huge aspect of my business and giving me the ability to make more YouTube content. So this is just crazy to me, and I wish you all the best, Macy, and I hope you reach 60,000 subscribers really quickly, and that you get your earning monthly revenue up to 10K a month, because I think you deserve it. And 100%, the potential to get there is so obvious to me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. That's all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.